Beach residents are flooded with emotion today.
Well, that's after yesterday's unanimous city council vote to move forward with the proposed canal project. Now, of course, this is the first step towards solving the drainage problems out there. Our Greg Chandler live at North Beach. And Greg, well, yesterday's vote was a major hurdle to clear. There's still a lot of stuff that has to be done between now and when it happens.
Yeah, Lee, it is safe to call yesterday's vote a first step in the process. For instance, there are still 5 separate federal and state agencies that have to sign off on the project during the permitting process. But for now, the canal can move forward with clear guidelines.
Aye.
The ordinance passes.
It is a vote of confidence that Corpus Christi can do great things.
North Beach residents applauded the council's decision to move forward with the canal.
But this is a great start, and we feel that council has listened to our complaints finally after a decade.
It's the backbone, okay? It's the freeway. Once you put the backbone in, everything else can come to it.
However, the city manager warns there's still a long way to go.
We need to get information to see, can we afford it? What's the timeline? Can we get it approved by the environmental agencies and other regulatory agencies?
The approved ordinance officially gives the city control of the canal project. That was important to Peter Zanoni as the $41.2 million project moves forward because it's the city and its citizens paying for it.
We owe it to them to get the best information. We don't want to embark on something that's going to cost 2, 3, 4 times more than what we had been saying.
The canal won't be finished for another 5 years. It also won't solve North Beach's drainage problems alone. The city still needs to look at elevating streets and the proposed breakwater islands as well. But residents feel like they can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
If you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and you can see that a solution is in the works, it's much easier to take.
Now, assuming that the ordinance passes next week's second vote, the next step is for the city to find an engineering firm to do a more thorough assessment of the project. The process of finding that design firm should start sometime after the new year.
So Greg, one quick question here. What if the assessment comes back and says the project will cost more than that $41.2 million?
Well, Lee, at that point, the council would then again have to vote on any additional money that would basically be an amendment to the ordinance that was passed yesterday. They would have to approve any additional money. And of course, the city manager says that the council and the city would seek the public's opinion as to how much they'd be willing to pay for it. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Greg. Now, on a related note, developer Jeff Blackard says he is satisfied with the council's decision in regards to that federal tax incentive deadline. We also tried to get reaction from developer Lynn Frazier, but we could not reach him.